r/ProRevenge.
Stealing from locker, enjoy your trophy. One of recent posts here reminded of story from my father. English is not my mother tongue, so please ignore mistakes in writing. He worked in a factory in Eastern Europe. An event occurred somewhere in 1980s. I know how weird it looks now in 2020s, but at the time it was pretty common that workers in factory would come to work drunk or they would drink alcohol at work. My father was not much different, and he would occasionally bring a bottle of brandy and keep it in his locker, something similar to this. https://images.app.goo.gl/mhfg7kh8sim4r67 https://images.app.goo.gl/mhfg7kh8sim4r67. These lockers were pretty easy to access without a key. You would need just a screwdriver or some piece of metal, and door would be easily bent and returned to original afterwards. The factory was working in shifts, and when you come next day, you would just notice that someone opened your locker and something is missing that you left inside a day earlier. As my father was bringing quite good booze, it would be missing next day. After who knows how many times his booze was stolen, he had enough of it and he decided to set a trap for thief. The brandy he usually brought was color similar to whiskey, due to being matured in oak casks, and he took an empty bottle to the toilet and filled it with his urine and locked it back to his locker and went home after his shift was over. As shifts were slightly overlap, there was no break in factory process. Next day when he would come to work, people from previous shift were still there. He came to his locker and noticed that bottle was completely missing. He came to the workspace and loudly asked if anyone knows what has happened to the bottle with urine from his locker. He said that he had to go to medical check as he might have some urinary infection and he had to bring morning urine, but he had forgotten it in his locker day earlier. One of guys turned red and started yelling at my father how he dared to leave urine in bottle labeled as brandy, that someone could have mistakenly drink it and get seriously sick. After that his locker was not robbed ever, and that guy have gotten new nickname, a piss drinker.
A response to the post.
I like it, especially as he could claim that the urine was for a legit medical reason.
A response to this comment.
You don't choose your nickname, your mates choose your nickname for you.
A response to the post.
I bet it took the piss right out of him.
A response to the post.
No proof it was him, actually, but since they all knew it was him, it's the same, and now if something went missing, all eyes would go on him XD.
A response to this comment.
Well, maybe some proof. Dad maybe never specified it was in a brandy bottle, and the guy just incriminated himself by knowing that detail.
A response to the post.
My grandfather in Australia had a similar story. He went shopping and saw a heavily pregnant woman next to her car wheezing and gasping. When he raced over to see if she needed help, she managed to tell him between laughs she had a doctor's appointment next. She had put her urine sample in a brandy bottle and it had been stolen.